Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakol niyeh bidvaro. They were twins in their mother's belly. The mother was Rebecca. The twins to be born were Jacob and Esau, Yaakov and Esav. However, they were not identical. Not only were they not identical, they were very different. According to our rabbis, when Esau was born and he was the oldest, he was born first. He is born with hair. He's already a little boy. On the other hand, Yaakov is holding on to the ankle of his brother, and this is how he's born. He follows him. Yaakov is somebody who's going to become something. Esav comes already finished. As a matter of fact, the name Esav in Hebrew, they say, comes from the word asui, which means finished. It's done with. And Esau leads a relatively simple life. You know, he is a hunter. He's hungry, he goes into the field. He finds an animal, shoots the animal with his bow and arrow, or how he does it, cooks the animal and eats. That's the way he sustains himself. And this is what Yaakov was going to tell him eventually, this is what Isaac is going to tell him eventually, go hunt an animal for me, prepare food and give me to eat, and I'm going to give you my blessing. But Jacob is a complicated individual. He sits home, basically. He reflects. He is studying the issues, maybe this way, maybe that way. He always sees two facets to life. Action isn't very simple for Jacob. For Esau, it's very simple. Esau comes home from hunting. He's very hungry and he sees that Jacob is preparing some food. He says, give me some. Jacob says, you know what? Sell me your birthright for it. For Esau, the present is the only thing that is important. What does he care about birthright? Give me the food. The birthright is yours, and that's it, because he lives for the present. The mother, Rivka, realizes that the future of the Jewish people cannot be in the hands of somebody who is only there for immediate satisfaction. For the present, you have to have a visionary also. Somebody who can dissect issues and can look forward and to see what is the future going to be. The Torah tells us that Jacob fools his brother and obtains the blessing from Isaac. He disguises himself. You know the story. So the brother says, after our father is dead, I am going to kill this brother. And Jacob hears of that and he has to run away from home. He's absent for over 20 years. After 22 years, he's going to meet his brother again. And he was very fearful because he knows his brother wants to kill him. But 20 years have passed. Maybe by now he has changed his mind. Who knows? But then he hears that his brother is coming to meet him with 400 people. That's an army. Obviously, his intentions aren't good. The Torah says that the night before the encounter, Jacob was by himself. Suddenly, vayavek ishimo, he fights another person. So somehow rabbis say if he was alone, who was this other person? This other person wasn't a normal person. This was an angel that God had sent, to teach maybe Jacob how to fight. Some others say no, it was an angel protector of Esau that tried to do something against him. So the following day would certainly be easy prey for Esau, whatever it was. Some say, you know what? There was actually nobody there. Vayavek ishimo. Jacob struggled with himself. He tried to find some internal peace. He tried to think, what am I going to do? Am I going to run away the rest of my life, or am I going to face the fact? I have to face my brother. And the following day, he faces his brother, and it turns out that his brother, to the contrary, receives him with open arms. He kisses him. He says, you are my long-lost brother. Everything seems to be forgiven. What was Jacob so much afraid before? Well, he was afraid, his brother's coming with an army, he's going to kill him. He was afraid he was going to die. But not only that, the Bible uses two words for fear, vayira and vayitzer, two different words that are not exactly synonymous, but they mean the same thing, fear, trembling. His second fear was maybe he'll have to kill somebody by defending himself. But that's permissible. If somebody comes with a knife and wants to kill you, you can kill the other person if that's the only way to make sure that he doesn't kill you. So what was he afraid of? Well, our rabbis say maybe he was afraid, he's going to try to kill the person that will kill him, but maybe some innocent people on the side will die. He fought with himself, constantly thinking, what are the possible consequences? And life is like that. Life isn't just the life of a hunter. You're hungry, you hunt an animal, and you cook. Life presents us with many different shades, with many different alternatives. Morality isn't that clear always. There are always different options that a man can choose. Maybe this is the problem contemporary man. So eventually we have to come to a struggle within ourselves in order to become sure of what we want to do. We must contemplate different options, different alternatives, but eventually you have to come to some kind of action. So the world is not the world of Esau. It's not the world of an arrow. It's not the world of a simple killing of an animal in order to satisfy your hunger. The world is very complicated, but with experience, by living it, and above all, by confronting situations, eventually you'll learn how to live a moral life in this very complicated world.